And we're getting in the first one. So, September 16th, everybody. We're in the middle part of September. A lot of birthdays. Shout out Katie Cat. Shout out Saul Sensei for their birthdays today. Aaliyah's birthday, or Aaliyah's mom's birthday was yesterday. PB's Mrs.'s birthday's tomorrow. So, members of the community, happy birthday to them. Nim's was a couple days ago, as was my mom. So, a lot of birthdays right now. Sauce, Katie, Aaliyah's mom, PB's Mrs., Nim, my mom. And so let's get into it. This first one is called Who Really Let the Dogs Out? Who? Who? All right, y'all know how it is with the first one. Oh, no. Oh my gosh. It's actually our Spotify playlist. All right, we're going to come back to that one. Pivot. Beehive, Sniffer, Doggo.
We work a lot with honeybee bacterial diseases and other pests that affect honeybees. One of the projects we're excited about is working with Maple, who we are training to detect for the honeybee disease American foul brood.
It's pretty much the same across the board, whether you're training our narcotics dog or explosives dog. You take the target odor, you present it to them, and through a series of systematic and repetitive training, the dog starts to learn to correlate the target odor with something good
That's
is going
wicked.
to happen.
That's next level, like animal husbandry or whatever you would call that.
Is still a work in progress. We're getting there, and she's comfortable and working in it. You know, fortunately for Maple, her drive exceeds her, why am I wearing this suit?
Oh, yes, great.
Right?
Thank you, Katie. And his kiddo, PB's firstborn child was born on the 3rd. So a lot of birthdays.
By doing this,
a lot of juice.
Our goal is to work with Maple, have her trained up to video and document the whole process, and working with Sue to write it up into a book so that other people can use our journey with Maple to train their own dogs to do American foul brood detection or other honeybee disease detection, so that dogs can be used as screening tools for honeybee diseases.
It's a cool project, but I was over the moon excited because my dog would still have joy in her life and would still be able to work.
I like its little suit. That is super cute. Its little like footy and whatnot. Its little footies. Okay, this next one, Subway for his cats. And just as a reminder, for those that don't know, I do my very best to not watch these beforehand. So we're all ideally, or most of us are watching it for the first time. And I just summarize the little bit that I do absorb. And so, like, for the exact last one, it was Beehive Sniffer Dog. This one, Subway for his cats. YouTuber spent 4 months building an entire subway system for his cats.
Entire subway system for his cat. We're talking a working train with doors that open automatically, and even a tiny escalator, taking them directly to Cat Town.
Welcome to Cat Town Station.
Cat Town.
Giving his feline friends a taste for human life. Their very own transport network is complete
Who's the mayor?
with everything they could possibly ask for. Shin Jalei, aka Shin's World, has built his whole channel around designing
400,000
miniature worlds for
subscribers?
his
Hell yeah.
pets. 2 years ago, he created an elaborate cat house, fit with a spa, supermarket, theatre, and even a Cybertruck. But this project is by far his most ambitious yet. A detailed replica of the New York subway, hopefully minus the occasional rodents.
The rats don't run
No,
the
cats
city.
would love that.
We do.
And it's not just next level pet pampering. Shin has previously built over 100 shelters for stray cats in just
That
2
is fire. Shout out Zin's World on
days.
YouTube.
His cat subway is now going viral worldwide, but sadly, it's not quite fit for humans.
Oh. All right, that's cool. And this one's called Another Florida Man. It's really just Florida Man story number 613.
In Neptune Beach, Florida, Margaret and
The audio's good, right? Y'all can hear this loud enough?
First Street, we're at the scene of the crime of the national anthem.
How one Florida man became a local legend.
The incident involved a guitarist, Mr. Lane Pittman, comes out and he begins to play his guitar.
Lane Pittman. Lane Pittman. Imagine he had gotten into like racing, NASCAR, Formula One, Indy. Lane Pittman. What a name.
Like, all right, sick. Like, you know, just.
Hell yeah.
screamed out the national anthem, man, and there was like probably 200-300 people all here in the streets, all behind me.
As he continues to play, a crowd continues to grow, and it grows and it grows.
It's super cool. You know, it was a fantastic experience. I'm just stoked to be an American.
Stoked.
I'm stoked to live in a country where I could play the national anthem on the 4th of July, bro.
Safety.
I imagine you can play the national anthem in a lot of countries on that country's Independence Day. I love the spirit. I love the unity. But he's like, that's the reason you love America? Because I can play my national anthem on the 4th of July. Yeah. Now, if you're being specific about the 4th of July, other people playing their national anthems on 4th of July might be a little weirder. Yeah,
It's paramount, and that's really what we kind of focus on. Mind you, we still have bicyclists going back, and now vehicles that are like coming in to this huge crowd of people.
Dude, he put on a show.
Obviously, that's a huge issue that we have to address.
So, get done playing or whatever. I got people hugging me, you know, I got an old lady giving me a kiss, and I was like, wow, this is fantastic. And 2 cops come over. And they go, hey, we need to talk to you by our car. I turn around and talk to them, and they go, spread your legs, put your hands behind your back. And I was like, holy crap, I'm getting freaking arrested. And that like shook me, like real hard.
Oh, shit. Breathe, man.
So I decided to post the arrest video. And this is more for just like, you know, my friends and family on Facebook and the people that I knew. I showed somebody in my church.
Wait, the irony that he was like, oh yeah.
Like before the service, and it was like maybe 10,000 views or something. Sit through the service for an hour, pull the video back up to show somebody else, and it was like 40,000. And I was like, what the heck just happened? Like, this is crazy.
They made example out of the most patriotic American there. The Brits did the same thing back in '76.
And it just started climbing and climbing and climbing. It was a crazy time, man, just getting tagged on social media and Facebook and like, you're in this article, you're in this article, you're in this, you're in that. Played a couple national anthem gigs like here and there, you know, opened up for festivals.
Yo, that snakeskin, hopefully it's not real snakeskin, but the snakeskin guitar strap, or the strap,
like,
fire.
I achieved it, like the pinnacle of greatness. That's the most I've ever felt like a rock star in my life.
Oh, yeah? Okay, so over the last couple weeks, one of the Newsday segments has been about PUDGE, the boiling green locker cat. And so in a follow-up, we have... Okay, next one, Mom Detectives. If you like crime, murder mysteries and crime dramas and things like that, this is your Newsday segment for you.
These 4 moms dug into their first cold case. Marissa, a former forensic accountant, came across it while she was back in school studying investigative journalism.
They were showing B-roll footage, and it was a car being extracted from a ravine, and it said what was once thought to be a terrible accident is now being investigated as a double homicide. So I went home.
By the way, I don't know if y'all noticed what category I've been putting myself in for Newsday. I found something, it's kind of a recent game. I was hoping it was like a game from the 1990s because its thumbnail looks like it, but it's called Local News with Cliff Rockslide. So
I Googled it and I realized that it had not been solved and that there was some really interesting financial details, and I was so...
Cliff Rockslide isn't here today. I am his brother, Spliff Cockside.
Familiar with that environment that I kind of started digging and pulling at strings and pulling at strings, and it just took off from there.
After sharing some of her findings with Jeannie, she got on board.
I had the thought that I love to go down rabbit holes. I love to get the answers. And so I was thinking about doing some investigative journalism with the purpose of really using the research part.
Then, while chatting about it at a fundraiser for their kids' school, Samira and Nicole were hooked.
And I think there was a lull in the conversation, and I just kind of threw it out there. I was like, I'm looking into this cold case, and I saw them kind of lean in.
This just seemed like, how is this case cold? How do we still not know who did it? It just really pulled us in.
It's such a sharp divide. I don't even think you would put the wheels over.
Just casual acquaintances at the time, all coincidentally had backgrounds conducive to the investigatory work.
Oh, that's cool.
From research to project management.
If it was in neutral, can't make the back wheels go unless it's being pushed.
With Nicole's background in opposition research,
The
she
dad
had
joke.
access
Very
to a lot
good,
of
attaboy.
information. Through my investigative journalism course, I had pulled up some
It is kind
databases
of cool
were
that they have the different like specialties to kind of do this.
And we were pulling Superior Court files, all sorts of things, and we just didn't let go.
They made contact with everyone from a former detective in the case to associates and friends of the victims, even surviving family members, including a grieving daughter.
If there were 18 numbers, we were willing to call all 18 numbers. And if we got somebody on that number, we were willing to ask them, well, do you know who had this number before? And then we'd get 10 more numbers. And so we just kept at it.
So and you had, I think, Marissa, it was you had a scary moment.
Very scary.
Where that freaked you out, rightfully so.
It did. I mean, my phone rang and a phone number popped up with the area code for where the area that we had been doing the case. And I was like, oh, it's case related. I'm just going to take this call. And I picked up the call, and it was our main suspect.
Oh, that's
He said to
spooky.
me, why are you digging into me? And I just
No, that's creepy. Pulling up a cold case, main suspect calls your phone. Why are you digging into me?
Of my body. I just remember like, what have I done? Like this is so dumb.
That's wicked. Apparently it's a part of a bigger book called The Carpool Detectives. Okay, next one. Colorado boy climbs the Alps.
Parents who saw something in their son and started climbing, but they never imagined this. The 11-year-old, the American flag, and the record, America Strong. Tonight, the 11-year-old boy from Colorado Springs, Colorado, reaching new heights and shattering world records. Sam Evermore has been climbing since he could walk.
11?
His dad Joe encouraging his passion, climbing right along with him. The two training together, getting stronger and better every day.
After becoming the youngest person to climb El Capitan in Yosemite by rope, 11-year-old Sam Evermore. Okay, these names are Lane Pittman, a kid named Sam Evermore, who's a rock climber and like hiker and mountain climber. Bro, elite. Is now the youngest American to climb the Matterhorn.
Every year. 3 years ago, when Sam was just 8, father and son summiting El Capitan in California's Yosemite National Park. After 4 days and 3 nights, Sam making history, becoming the youngest person in the world to ever reach the top, simply using ropes to get there. And tonight, Sam making history again. Off and on for a year now, father and son have been trying.
What? Okay, that's incredible footage. Director, what is this? It's like a documentary on him? The little drone, 360
To
drone
reach
shot.
the top of the famed Matterhorn in the Swiss Alps, between Switzerland and Italy.
Now, this is obviously
one
from
of
their
the most
GoPros.
iconic and dangerous peaks in the world. Last year, they made it within 1,000 feet before having to turn back. The weather conditions too dangerous. But tonight, 1 year later, father and son back at it. A documentary team following with a drone, climbing the mountain at sunrise.
Okay, that answered
through the
it.
snow with a professional climbing crew.
A, this is so dope. This is so cool. What a beast. And then B, these shots are phenomenal.
Helping them ascend the difficult, dangerous terrain up nearly 15,000.
What happened? Hello? Did my stream crash? Am I still there? Hello? Oh. No. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next one. I'm gonna pull up the full version of that. That's sick. Okay, this happened a couple weeks ago, but we still want to show y'all. For those that don't know, a dust storm essentially engulfed Phoenix a little bit. Massive dust storm engulfs Phoenix. Yo, nothing's working. Did I crash? My chat check? Yes as in I'm here, or yes as in my stream crashed? Hold on. Sorry. I am here? Like, I don't know why my videos aren't playing. It's like Instagram nerfed your boy or something. All right, let me try to go to the next video. Sorry, my bad for the technical issues.
The son refusing to get out of the...
So we're going to go back to those. This is another follow-up. Y'all might have been here in recent weeks when we showed the Mars. It's like a baby hippo, a pygmy hippo, right? Y'all probably have seen the video on your own of it refusing to get out of the pool. Went real viral on TikTok. Then we showed the version of it from the actual like sanctuary that it's at, where they didn't have like TikTok noise or whatever. So this is a follow-up to that of a different
pool for
angle.
dinner until that look from Mom.
You hear it in Sea
Tonight
What
in
up?
Goddard,
Thank
Kansas,
you.
outside Wichita, at the Tanganyika Wildlife Park, a moment caught on camera that's now been viewed worldwide an incredible 45 million times. Meet Mars,
45 billion? That is a viral sensation.
Pygmy hippo, who was born here at the zoo just 6 weeks ago. Just 3,000 of them remain in the wild. His care team weighing him and with him around the clock. His mom, Posey, caring for him too. Mars climbing on the rocks, swimming, getting bigger every day. And in recent days, when it was time for Mars to stop playing and come have dinner, a moment that has now gone viral. So many parents can relate. His care team trying to coax him out of the water to come in for dinner. Little Mars does not want to budge, laying down, seeming to hold on for one more swim. Running away and out of his care team's grasp. No luck. That worker, Ellie, sits down out of ideas. And then it's Mom to the rescue. Posey turning back, giving her son a look, what many are now calling the mom stare. And just watch. Mars takes notice. He immediately stops playing. That son gets out of the water and follows his mother in for dinner. The zoo documenting the remarkable and very relatable moment. And right here tonight,
David, welcome to the Tanganyika Wildlife Experience.
Of Tanganyika Wildlife Park.
It's incredible how just universal, all different species seem to have that mom stare down. It's hilarious to see Posey do that with Mars every day when he does not want to go inside. He loves outside, and so it's a pretty hilarious thing to see.
And tonight, an invitation from that zoo to come see the hippo for yourself.
We hope everyone will come out to Kansas, to Tanganyika Wildlife Park, check him out. And so, your mission to Mars actually is to Kansas.
Well, thank you for the invite, that baby hippo, not messing with Mom.
I'm muted! Thank you, great comms. You're a legendary. Both of you. Matchy, what up? I was just saying how cute you guys are, how bonita. Wow. Okay, what I was saying is, how cool is this? So this is Arizona State Stadium, and it's getting engulfed. I was saying, it reminds me of Mad Max. Obviously, the dust storm and the movie The Mummy and stuff. We've seen a lot of dust storms. But I think in particular, what I also went on to say was, the movie Blade Runner 2049, the one with Ryan Gosling in the lead. There's a period where they go through essentially a post-apocalyptic Las Vegas. And, sand is kind of piled up. So, what might have been a skyscraper, sand goes up to halfway on the building or whatever. And I was just thinking how cool of an aesthetic this would be in a Mad Max movie or something. But you take those big sporting venues, but you're people are lost in the dust storm. So then they're let's say, in Mad Max, and then they see a structure ahead and they think it might be their home base, and instead it's a stadium. I just geeked out seeing this. This is so cool to me. This aesthetic.
Wall of
look at that
dust engulfing Arizona State University's football stadium.
You feel bonita? Attaboy.
Out the sun. The towering wall rolling in.
Y'all
an
should.
Incredible view from above, showing the sheer size of the storm.
Crazy.
It goes up thousands of feet.
Geeking indeed.
And it's fast.
Scared the lights out of me.
Drivers hit with monsoon rain and winds of up to 70 miles an hour as the dust storm, often referred to as a haboob, rolled in, plunging the city into zero visibility.
You couldn't see anything in front of you, and it just got really dark. It felt like I was found in an apocalypse.
At Sky Harbor Airport, a ground stop ordered.
Literally nobody will launch into it.
The airport damaged.
Yo, hold on. Can we talk about how the Phoenix's air traffic control tower looks like the hilt of a lightsaber? That was really cool. If I could rewind, boo, Instagram.
Over 300 flights delayed. In the powerful storm's wake, debris left in the streets.
She said it, by the way. Let the VOD know.
Left without power.
I only said hooboo buzz. But Okay, I want to
Overnight,
go one more
apocalyptic
time.
scenes unfolding in Arizona.
I gotta pause on that.
A massive dust storm blanketing the Phoenix metro area. This time-lapse video
This is so cool.
showing the imposing wall of dust engulfing Arizona State University's football stadium and blotting out the sun. The towering wall rolling in, an incredible view from above showing the sheer size of the storm.
It goes up thousands of feet and it rolls and it's fast.
Scared the lights out of me.
Hold on.
Drivers
we're about
hit
to
with
get there.
monsoon rain and winds of up to 70 miles an hour as
Hold
the
the phone.
dust storm, often
Un
referred
momento.
to as a haboob, rolled in.
It does look
plunging
like a Mad
the
Max.
city into zero visibility.
You
The
couldn't
Mummy.
see anything in front of you, and
Oh, one of the movies we watched in film class was Dante's Peak. Now that's not a dust storm; it's a volcano eruption. But the way that, and that's what's kind of crazy about some of the natural disasters. Some of them are like a couple. It kind of has like a couple other natural disasters baked into the bigger package of it. So like a volcano, yeah, you got to deal with the hot lava, but it becomes essentially a landslide in a way, right? A landslide that's molten rock that will burn you, but you also get all the ash and stuff. So it's essentially like you're in a dust storm. If you have like like an earthquake out in the ocean, you will often then have tsunamis.
it just got really dark. It felt like I was found in an apocalypse.
At Sky Harbor Airport.
Look at that. Does that not look like a lightsaber hilt a bit? If you've played the Star Wars Jedi games, looks like one of the customizable
stop
ones.
Literally nobody will launch into it.
Okay. This next one, aggressive rock attacks.
Menace looms. It's ignominious, and it is rocking.
Oh, those are okay. Since this is about a rock, it's ignominious. That's so funny.
Drivers taking their safety
Ignominious.
for granted.
I know there is a tally on the rock.
This rock in a parking lot in Aurora has a wild body count.
I hope they do something about this. There we go.
It keeps bumping and grinding with passing cars and
There ain't nothing wrong with a little bump and grind.
trucks.
Because they've tried reflectors, they've tried signs, they've tried traffic.
She's in Aurora, Colorado, just repping Canada. I think that's what it says.
cones. It's just like,
But why does it have like a Brahma bull skull? Oh, it's not. It's a moose. Oh, that's actually kind of sick. It's like a Brahma bull skull where we see them like dried out because of the Texas heat and stuff. But it has the. Yeah, I get it. I got it before I saw your comment. Moose. I'm a moose. If you've been, bro waited his whole life to deliver such a pun.
No,
He did.
people still
That dude is actually fire. He had a epic little spiel the other week that I love.
People
But
still drive over it.
Jeeps, pickups.
oh,
fuck,
not even the good old pickup trucks, man.
Fuck ambulance on the rock.
First of all, I'm blown away. How do you not see two great big 2-ton boulders?
But plenty of
Hey,
drivers
why-
apparently don't.
Why Aurora? Why do you have boulders? That should be for Boulder,
They assume
Colorado.
it's grass, you know. And then
No, that wasn't a Canada accent. That was if anything a Southern accent.
and then they figure out there's two big boulders in it.
The Mississippi Rock in a strip mall at Mississippi and Potomac. It now has its own Google landmark page dedicated.
Okay, we're in Aurora, Colorado with Mississippi Rock. And we got a moose enjoyer.
When the people coming to visit our business, we give them a map and we have to specify exactly where the boulder is so that they don't get stuck.
I am firmly, hold on. Nope, the wrong button. I am firmly siding with the Rock versus the drivers here.
Driving test, pop quiz style. Drivers at Mississippi and Potomac. Heads up.
No, that's the other reference. Potomac, which is the Potomac River, which is like Washington, D.C. area. So we got Mississippi, boom, boom, Canada, shout it out.
Is blind on that side. Wears an eye patch. Can perfectly avoid them every time. I don't
This person's
understand
based.
why it's so hard.
Okay, this next one, Henny for his birthday. What y'all know about a little Hennessy? Hennessy. When your brother requests Hennessy on his 21st birthday, you give the man Hennessy.
Wait. What?
Hennessy.
Happy early birthday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh no. It's a bad choice.
It's a bad choice.
I don't know why I chose that.
He's like rocking a Grateful Dead shirt, it looks like.
Hennessy.
That was a bad
I'm gonna be
choice.
on the floor tomorrow. You're gonna carry me up too.
And a lotto ticket. No, I know. That comment.
You want some more?
Yeah, no. No.
Ever?
I try it tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll try it tomorrow. That's the spirit.
Maybe it's an acquired taste.
It is. I like it, but it tastes weird. Might get to me a lot of hairs in my chin.
Put a little hair on my chin. Oh, that's great. Put a little hair on my chin. Okay, next one is Cathedral Restoration Tech. You ever wanted to how they restore cathedrals? Although he's definitely not chipping these out. I think he's got it like in front of a background or something, a green screen. Not here though. Oh, that's wicked. Very satisfying. Ooh, I love how gothic that cathedral was. He has worked on famous landmarks like Cologne Cathedral and Florence Cathedral, using time-honored carving methods to uphold the original character and elegance. Is that what I have? Hell yeah. I haven't seen my viewer count since like the opening 10 minutes of my stream, and I was at like 10, and I was just happy to be double digits with no raid. I was already beyond what's the word I'm looking for? Grateful. Yo, whoa, that was cool. Were you live? How long were you live for? Yo, thank you for the raid. Yeah, as y'all know, the alerts are off on Nuesday, so if you were gonna donate any bits or gift or whatever, there's no alerts. I can run them at the end, but if you do feel you don't have to, obviously never. But I definitely want to stress that there will be no alerts. There will be no if you do anything. I do this because I love doing this. This is one of my favorite things I do each week. And so I just want y'all to sit back and get some different sides of the internet than we might be used to. I just had lurkers from last night. You can raid without... Did you even have to go live? How did that work? Okay, so we saw this. This next one is called Devil in the Ozarks Escape Explained. So there is apparently a dude who had the nickname the Devil in the Ozarks. Now, the Ozarks is a chain of lakes in and around the Missouri area, right? You might have seen the TV show on Netflix called Ozarks. Very good show. And so this guy's nickname was the Devil of the Ozarks. Recaptured earlier this year after nearly 2 weeks on the run, new details are emerging about the escape of convicted killer and former police chief Grant Hardin, known as the Devil in the Ozarks. Okay, now this was from mid-August, right? We're by the way, we're so close to fully getting caught up on I have been behind. We are so close. So this is like a month ago. Anyways, this dude was he's known as the Devil in the Ozarks. He was on the run for 2 weeks, and it wasn't national news. Like, I feel like this should have been like a live tracker going on. Yeah, that's another thing. Police chief turned killer. How was this not national news with somebody like this on the run for 2 weeks? Hold on. Oop.
The moment the former police chief and convicted murderer known as the Devil in the Ozarks escaped from an Arkansas prison. And this morning, an internal review says Grant Hardin planned his escape 6 months.
Okay, the Devil of the Ozarks is a hard nickname. There was a lot of ways that this man could have ended up looking, and I've been like, without knowing anything else, just judging on how he looks, like, does he deserve that nickname that cool? This man probably deserved it. That looks like he fit that name. This is straight Hannibal Lecter and Silence of the Lambs vibes.
In advance.
I mean,
allowing him to walk out in a fake law enforcement uniform by telling an officer to open the gate. The Arkansas Department of Corrections said Harden used markers he found lying around the prison kitchen where he worked to color his clothing and crafted a phony badge out of a tin can.
That's elite! He just markered his clothes to look like a police. Oh, bro.
The review identified a series of security lapses. A kitchen worker gave Harden unsupervised access to a loading dock, and the guard who opened the gate failed to verify Harden's identity. The prison has also repositioned surveillance cameras after the review found...
Now, this is... So, a couple months ago, at this point, maybe, we did the prison break, or 11 people or 10 people escaped that jail prison around New Orleans. And then one of the Newsdays I did was more about how bad that jail is. Like, this isn't the first time they've had people get out. Like, it happened last year and a couple years ago. And so, terrible. But then I did another follow-up where it tracked the 10 escaped guys getting caught or re-caught or whatever. And as far as I know, I haven't actually done a follow-up. Or did I? Last I remember, I only showed 9 of the 10 getting recaptured on stream, I think. The last guy was named like Derek Rose or something. Close to Derek Groves with a G, but we kept calling him Derek Rose, like the basketball player. Anyways, well, we didn't keep calling him. We only did it once, but because it did sound like Derek Rose, Derek Groves. Anywho, long story short, this isn't the prison's fault, it feels like. Well, maybe the kitchen worker or whatnot, but this dude had a plan, like Matchy said.
Harden took advantage of blind spots.
This report seems to sort of point out a lack of supervision.
I got a plan. Listen here, Arthur. I'm going to get us to Tahiti. I have a plan. You just got to have faith.
Of following their own
rules.
Arthur,
Hosea. I've been talking with Hosea. We know how we're going to get to Tahiti.
Lack of classification.
Harden stored provisions to survive on the outside, but told authorities the search team cut him off from his supplies. He said he ate whatever he could find, including berries, bird eggs, and ants. He
ate ants and bird eggs. Look at... If I didn't know better, and if I had no context, and I just saw this still image, and they're like, what do you think that is, Creed? I'm like, they found a body that's been in a river, and it's just waterlogged, except its head's awfully weirdly preserved, but it's just a saggy, it's almost like Davy Jones in Pirates of the Caribbean a bit. Like, I wouldn't know better. I thought he had seaweed coming out of his yaya town down there, you know?
Drank creek water and distilled water from a machine he stole from the prison infirmary. The review says he intended to lay low, wait out the search, prepared to hide in the woods for 6 months. Then he told investigators he got hungry.
No. That cave system right there, really cool. Even the dripping water, like, I kind of want to camp there.
And concerned about the search teams closing in. He was caught 2 weeks after his escape when he began to move.
Yeah, true, Cloud,
now,
I guess.
As a convicted murderer and
For
rapist,
now,
authorities say Harden should never have been
and
housed in a medium security prison. The review found he had been misclassified. Harden's now in the state's maximum security prison, and guys, Arkansas lawmakers plan to hold hearings on this next month.
Yeah, they need to. Yeah,
they need to. Queen Robin, yeah, they need to.
He was on.
This dude was on the road. We had a Hannibal Lecter for 2 weeks, and apparently we didn't know. Did not know. Yeah, only 2 weeks though. Okay, next one is Cheese Coney Club. Y'all might have seen this already. Oh no, they took the audio away from it. Oh, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna move forward and I'll find another one. For those that like Harry Potter, now this is kind of controversial. I'm not saying I'm stoked for it. I'm saying I agree with the casting choices, whatever, yada yada yada. Here, do with it what you will on this one.
You get the bad times, you get good times. When you have good times, it's so good. Like sunshine, negative good times. Once you put your money on the other side, it's second. So no.
I got the Cheese Coney Club. Almost ready.
Here we
go. So there's obviously Hagrid and yeah, okay, so I added 2 new emotes for those who haven't seen them, and one of them I've named Cozy, but I'm thinking of calling it Winter, and it be, you know, there's the summer body one, and then there's this one that's Winter. But it's right now it's called Cozy. Okay. Cheese Coney Club real quick. Skirt. Cheese Coney Club. Wait. Sorry, 1 second. Thank you for your patience as we had to pivot real quick because the sound was removed from that first one.
Got safety protocols? Grainger has the safety pros to call. Shop our
I know you want a fancy steak, but I can't ignore the cravings that just never go away. And I heard that there's
He was a police chief for like 4 months. Didn't last
we can
long.
all get chili stains that always seem to stay. I'm having rumblies inside my tumblies. I want a hot dog treat, but one with
I'm on a hot dog dream.
extra cheese. I know just where to go. It's where the chili flows.
I'm uncomfortable.
Deep blue and bright yellow. God, what have you done? Put a dog on a bun.
Put a dog on a bun.
And cheese.
I need the lyrics for this ASAP.
Maybe
somebody did in the comments.
Don't you give me just one? Give me all that you've got down at the Cheese Coney Club. I wanna keep on eating at the Cheese Coney Club. I wanna keep on eating and I'll bring all my buds. Everyone's
Now, I think he says I'm going to bring all my buds, but I'm not going to lie. It kind of said like I'm going to drink away my buzz. And like, bass, brother. A little too soon. But bass.
Coney Club. Don't try and seat me in a chair.
Okay, the fact that this is in like a restaurant kind of thing and the video is exactly 4 minutes and 20 seconds, I can't.
So I can watch them cook back there. There are
Okay, skateboard journey across America. That I need to close out of this. Right.
Finally tonight, America's strong. Sometimes it was gnarly, sometimes it was rap.
He's gonna bring his buds, all right. They got the munchies for real.
Tonight, America's strong. Sometimes it was gnarly, sometimes it was rap.
What's happening? I'm getting nerfed.
Finally tonight, America's strong. Sometimes it was gnarly, sometimes it was rad. But in the end, she made it.
Right now, let's do it.
For the last 119 days, 29-year-old Brooke Johnson has hit the road, crossing America state by state on a skateboard.
So sorry, guys. Pardon us.
On a mission to raise money for spinal cord
Wow, what
research.
a shot.
In memory of
Spinal
her late
cord
stepfather
research,
who
W.
suffered a spinal cord injury.
Look at this pavement.
Brooke started out in Venice
Real
Beach, California.
Forrest Gumpty. Tony Gump. Forrest
Hey, we're
Gump.
skating across America.
Then skating
Yeah, hell, good.
at night in Arizona to beat the daytime heat. Passing a horse and buggy in Amish country.
I wish I had a horse right now. This is awesome.
Okay, first off, yes, the Arizona thing, didn't even think about it. Holy, talk about heat stroke. Just skateboarding your brains away through Arizona. This is cool conceptually. Amish person in Pennsylvania with their horse and buggy and her just ripping the board.
Over 3,000 miles, all on that skateboard. Ending her journey nearly 4 months later in Virginia Beach.
Sick. That's so dope.
Wearing this necklace with her stepfather's ashes at the finish line.
We did it, Raj.
She raised over $50,000 for Wings for Life. And Brooke walking away with something too, becoming the first woman to skateboard across America.
The first woman? There's a man who's done it?
You can do anything. You're going to hit a lot of walls. It's going to be really difficult, but you can do anything you put your mind to.
W. Brooke Johnson. Also, if anyone wants to look up if the male who's done that first, because that's crazy. I don't know if I've ever heard of a man doing it.
Scientists on an expedition.
Millions turned into a live stream of rare deep-sea creatures off the coast of Argentina. This viral scientific mission even included a plump starfish resembling a beloved cartoon.
Deep Sea earlier this month filmed this footage of rare sea creatures in Argentina's Mar del Plata Canyon, the first to actually live stream what their cameras were seeing with a remotely operated underwater vehicle called the ROV Sebastian.
Did y'all see how they spelled it? It wasn't just called Sebastian, which is phenomenal because of the crab from Little Mermaid, and also bye bye little Sebastian for my Parks and Rec fans. But it was called Sebastian, S-U-B, I can't. You're 5,000 can in the wind.
We are learning a lot about the organism behavior, where they live, how they
mouse rat
interact.
Ladies and gentlemen,
astonishing organisms that the researchers believe to be new to science
include
a sea
Sebastian
cucumber dubbed batata.
That's a sweet potato or a batata
or sweet potato, and
Ignopodia, which is a sea spider.
A sea spider?
I had
no thanks.
Never seen anything like that.
But it isn't just the scientists who are excited. The ROV Sebastian's live stream attracted millions of viewers who watched for a combined 6.7 million hours.
Okay, cool.
The thing that I would probably say it might be the closest to is the moon landing and how it really captivated
everywhere.
people.
Although they're kind of dope. And one of the hold our thoughts on this, because I'll actually move to this one next instead of two from now.
Awareness.
But, you know, they're, in a way, they keep down a lot of, you know, like obviously flies and mosquitoes and stuff, and sometimes they can be, like the flies and mosquitoes can be vectors of things that are worse than whatever we would get from a spider usually.
Learning, and being
but I agree, especially ones that look like that bony and ugh. It looked like a coral reef had come alive.
See the deep ocean.
Well, they're alive, but you know what I mean.
That became a viral star was the Hippasteria phrygiana.
It's Patrick. Look at his butt. Patrick's got a dumpy.
Or Trojan star, which found fame.
Dude, that thing's caked up. Oh my. Woo, I'm getting a little hot and bothered.
Social media for its formations that look
Dude,
like.
we didn't have to zoom in. Why do we have to zoom in?
But some people.
What a perfect moment from an episode.
Yes, said it looked like Patrick's star.
Matchy tries to talk about SpongeBob with me a good bit. He's a big SpongeBob guy. I'm almost certain I've never seen an entire episode all the way through. Like, no, I know I've never seen one start, like the whole episode all the way through. I don't even know if I've seen an episode where you've like watched 15 minutes here and 20 minutes and 5 and I could stitch it together. But I've seen maybe an hour of the show sporadically.
The starfish character in the animated TV show SpongeBob SquarePants. Before this technology, scientists were
that was a little
only
after
able to
my
study
time.
These species by using dead specimens. But now, cameras are giving scientists a new glimpse.
That is true. So, you know, I talk about the camera development in sports, right? And how like things that maybe NFL teams or football clubs and stuff like that are doing from like a sports science. You might have been like, well, why didn't they do that 20 years ago? Because you like we were able to use cameras for this 20 years ago. Why couldn't? And it's like, it's more the fidelity, right? Like cameras only relatively recently have been able to move really quickly and still maintain its like frame rate and whatnot and its fidelity. And so, like, for example, in American football, we've seen more teams put, like, GoPros on their quarterbacks' helmets. So when they go and watch film class after, or, like, film and stuff, it's not just from the sideline and from above in a drone shot. But it's also, the coach can see what they're seeing. Like, and this kind of video went viral a couple years ago with the Miami Dolphins because, in particular, their quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa, he nailed it. he's a shorter quarterback, right? And it reminded a lot of us who have never played quarterback or even football in like a meaningful capacity, how really hard it is to be a quarterback in general, but how hard it is to even see. Your offensive linemen are often like 6'6", 6'7". And so if you're like Tua, who's maybe 5'10", let alone what the people on the backside of the defense is doing, like even seeing over your own offensive line. Anyways, they just alluded to that because like they said that some of these species we would have known about, but the only way we could have studied them would have been when we found dead specimens of them, right? Washed up ashore or whatever. So now the better cameras that can be at deeper depths and sustain pressures at greater intervals and maintain its fidelity while live streaming, mind you, will open up all kinds of doors.
What these animals look like in real life, including their bright colors.
The first step for conservation is to study and to know what we have in our seas. So
I know I go on spiels, but when I've brought up Newsday to people before, some of them are like, "Oh, you mean like the Daily Dose of Internet? Phenomenal account, maybe the best social media account there is." But and I think the world of that account, but that's like videos compiled and there's not much extra context. I don't know. I try to add some layers of context when I can.
Conserve this place.
Okay, this went longer. Also, there it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip to this one. Hey, honey, new tick just dropped. And earlier I was talking about spiders eating flies and mosquitoes.
Are warning of an invasive tick spreading a debilitating infection across parts of the U.S. The Asian longhorn tick, they're calling it, carrying a potentially dangerous bacteria called Ehrlichia chafensis. Symptoms include fever, chills, muscle aches, fatigue, and headaches. Climate change and shorter winters helping the tick spread across the U.S. First detected...
Okay, we're not trying to get political here. I'm if not a proponent of man-made climate change, I just think it's better if we can, to a degree, and without sacrificing entire industries and people's livelihoods potentially, we don't need to get on that. But this felt like, needless to say, for me to say what I'm about to say means it's even more true, I feel like. But I don't know why I needed to plug climate change in there right there. Shorter winters.
In New Jersey in 2017, now found in at least 21 states from the northeast.
21 states?
All the way
Creepy.
to the south.
So, the reason I brought that up, so for those that don't know, possums, right? You think of a opossum, right? One good thing about them in this regard especially is they eat ticks. Possums do not get rabies, so like other things like maybe a raccoon or something also will eat ticks. They get rabies. So it's like, yeah, okay, maybe you see a raccoon in your backyard, you not shoo it off because you want it to eat the ticks, but then yeah, right. Possums, cool in this regard, eat ticks like this, can't get rabies, so they're not a vector for us there. Just a little thing. I want to bring that up because we were talking about the spiders. Okay, this next one. People save Doggo from burning house.
Hey!
Possums can, very rarely.
Break the window. The whole house is gone anyway.
Believe you.
There's one brick.
Not to get political,
Back your
says
shoulder.
absolutely. Then yes, I nailed it then.
Brick. Hey, keep going, keep going. Move. Keep going.
I don't know if y'all missed earlier. They heard the dog barking. The dog walking. Where am I from? And then one of them says the house is gonna burn down anyways. Screw the window. Like screw the windows.
All right, that's what I want to try. There's a dog in there. Move. Hold my hands. Take your hands up. All right.
Love the dedication. Save the doggo.
Hands up. Be careful in there.
Dramatic video tonight as teens break a door down to save their neighbor's dog as their house burned. Yo, I think this is a neighbor just being like, he's sitting on his porch and what are they doing over there? Is they kicking Marty's door down? Hey, Betty. Oh, Betty, I'll be right back. He gets halfway over there. He's like, Rick, just turn around. This ain't your business, Rick. This ain't your business.
Nobody. Nobody animals.
Okay, never mind. He looked older. my bad. This guy's not married to a Betty. I thought he was older from further away.
Well, the animal's out.
I thought it was a neighbor just walking over like, what's going on?
Here, get him out.
It's Rick's business now, damn it, true.
Okay, let's go. Grab the dog.
Oh, W! Oh, I wish we got to see more of the dog the leaving, but hell yeah. I love the commitment. I mean, that one dude started to do it, and I think his son says something like, Dad, your shoulder or something, and then the other one's like,
Hey! Break the window. The whole house is going anyway.
The whole house is going anyway.
There's a brick.
Yo, so Matchy, baseball's tightly contested right now, right? There's only, how many people get wild card spots? Is it 2? Or is it nowadays technically 4 and then they do the play-in tournament? So like the best wild card standing team, so right now the Yankees, I think, would play the 4th best wild card standing. Is that how it works? Because Big Surge stopped by my stream last night and he was like, the Rangers have a big series coming up. They're playing the Astros or whatever. And it made me look and it's like the Yankees, Red Sox, Astros, Rangers all knuckle bucking right there. And I know you mentioned the Cubs are in a spicy town. Okay, so that one was W. So that one was people saving a doggo. This next one, Doggo saves a family from dynamite? Question mark. Three wild card spots per okay. Yo, first off, so this is in Peru. Somebody's going and just throwing a dynamite in someone's yard? They do have like barbed wire on the fence. A brave dog in Peru defused this. Okay, that was thrown into the yard of his owner, journalist Carlos Alberto Zarate, according to local media. Okay. Oh. Okay, so they edited the video where we watched the guy light it and throw it, and then it cut to right before he threw it, and this is him throwing it, obviously, or dropping it. Look at the dog. Oh, brave lad. Brave lad. Piss on it or something. Pee on it, bud. Poop on it. Pee on it, poop on it. Pee on it. Poop on it. I really hope that's not taken out of context, what I just said out loud. I'm guessing it's still going because I see like embers. They could be bugs in the camera light. I'm not sure. I genuinely have no idea how this video ends. I really hope the dog doesn't get hurt. It said it saved it. Diffused it even. It hurt lockered the thing apparently. Short Tua. Oh no, I need more. I need more. Hold on. Dog in Peru saves family from dynamite. Surely this doesn't end there. All right, we'll pull that up at the end of Newsday. We'll come back and do a little follow-up. Wasn't expecting Creed to find actual... Jeez, Katie. No, you didn't. Okay, next one. Octopus says, thanks for the help. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Doggo becomes a hero. I wanted to see him pee on it.
He's breathing.
Okay, pour some water for him. Oh, that makes him happy.
Oh,
he's so,
he loves that, I bet.
so cute.
Can we send it to this is amazing.
Oh, can you hold this for me?
Yeah.
Make video for me, okay? Then put your hand in front. Come on. Oh, I know you're afraid. I know.
He's moving.
Okay, let's go pee.
Okay, it needs to be said here, right? It needs to be said. The moment that I ever learned about, what is it called? The blue ringed octopus or squid. I think it's an octopus. It's like the most dangerous animal in the world to humans. in terms of like toxin level, right? I think like one bite of it, like the amount of toxin that it will distribute, and I guess technically it'd be venom because it does it with a bite, not secretion, I think. But so it's not a poison. Is enough to kill like 20 humans, right? I think it's a blue-ringed octopus. The moment I learned about that, okay, cool. You didn't touch it and you put it back in the water. You helped usher it along after giving it some wet. But here's my thing. I'm not risking it unless I'm a world respected marine biologist. I'm not putting my hand in this water. Regardless, as cool as this moment might be here in a moment, I'm not risking it. Now, again, I don't know if even the most venomous octopi in the world, like the blue ringed or whatever, it bites, so can its tentacle, like its tentacle only has suction cups. I don't think it has mouths on it, right? So like you would just need to get up under its undercarriage is where you're worried. But the tentacles are fine. See my tentacle hand? We're doing tentacles here. They don't have teeth and mouths, I think. But still, I don't know. But it is kind of cute. It did say, all right, dude, I'll dap you up. Little dapski. Okay, next one. Grandpa says yoink. Fellas in chat, let me know if you do the same. Tappanyaki. I don't know what that is. Oh, quick hands. Oh, she's ready. Look at her eyes. Give me that tappanyaki. Skirt. Should look up the red squid. They are so dangerous. El Diablo's Rojo. Okay, this next one is a very short one. It's called Volcano, like that one was. Volcano, it starts to erupt miles deep underwater volcano off of the coast of Oregon. Could erupt soon, scientists say. Now, this was a couple weeks ago. Again, we're getting so caught up. I'm used to seeing like, oh, let me look down at the date. And it's like 2 months ago, a month ago. Now we're like two-ish weeks away. There's no audio on this, but that's kind of cool. I mean, other than the seismic activity that could occur, but when that happens, and we showed this on Newsday last week, but you know, a big way that the ocean gets its nutrients and the circle of life happens is those like, you know, kind of like geothermal vents at the bottom of the ocean that release like nitrogen and stuff, and it stirs sediment and gets the plankton all juiced up, and that gets the bigger fish all going, and then the bigger fish going. So this next one I've labeled "Need This in My Mouth."
Got the sausage looking brown like me.
I'm not a big sausage fan, way more of a
Take
bacon.
me to the King's Hawaiian roll.
I'm a fan of a King's Hawaiian roll on everything and anything.
Ma, let me move out the way before I cut myself. All right, now you about to waffleize it?
Oh my God. A King's Hawaiian and a waffle maker? I need that ASAP. Need to try that ASAP. ASAP. Hold on, let me grab my phone.
Oh, yeah. Got my back tangling. Whatever you want. I need 30,000 of these. Whatever you need. Oh, I blended in for a second. Ah. Woo, hallelujah.
All right, mic muted. Sorry about that. Oh, that still image. Oh, I like how he chomps the food with his little tiny picture of himself. For those that don't know, solo cup measurement. This is just an FYI. Today you learned, for your information.
Ooh. How old were you when you find out these lines are actually measurements? I tell you this. I always knew that these lines had a calling on their life. I always knew they had a purpose. Ooh. But when did I know this? Can't remember. I didn't know it my whole life. Did you? Or did you? Are you just not finding out now in this video? Tell me below.
I had known that before, but I think I learned that from a video like this that would have went viral 8 years ago or something, but I didn't know that just like organically because of home ec class or something. This next one, cow farming for hype trains. Y'all might have seen this one, especially being in the Twitch world like we are. So y'all might know of the there's something called the Alveus Sanctuary. It has its own Twitch account, and you can watch animals live. Matchy, if you don't mind, I think it's spelled right here. Hold on, I'll try to copy and paste that, and you do the shout out if you don't mind. Yeah, and so they have a cow here named Winnie, and she goes viral for getting Twitch viewers to donate and activate feeder. That's cheeky. That's so cheeky. Oh. Oh no. Okay. Okay, the next one is called Post Malone at the end of the Dark Knight trilogy. Okay, never mind. I got it. I got it. Okay, fans seemingly spot Post Malone at a cafe in Paris on Google Maps. Dude. That's wicked. You're just doing what I get into all the time where I just lose myself zooming around and on Google Maps and stuff. I saw a TikTok live yesterday where it's dangling fish food over a tank and every dono cuts the bag a little bit. Wow. Wow. She said thanks for the donation. She did indeed. Bad place to stop. What do you mean? Considering I haven't figured out what the American dream is yet, I'm guessing Matchy has. I heard that your new nickname is Money Match. Money Match. I like that. Yo, but for real, you're just like going around on Google Docs and you see Post Malone. I think the reason I named it is because I did go to this tab and it reminded me of the end of the Dark Knight Rises, the third one, right? And like the whole ending with Bruce and Selena, and they see Alfred, Michael Caine. Okay, next one. Walkers. A walker. Somebody walking stops hot air balloon crash, apparently.
Leo!
The moonlight as the... I moonlight as the money match. Hell yeah, Leah. Love to hear that. Okay, dog walkers helped save the day in the UK after a hot air balloon tried to land on a narrow street between homes, cars, and power lines. They grabbed the guide rope and helped bring it down safely. No one was hurt, and witnesses called the landing incredible. Wow, Sauce. Incredible comms. Get off in an hour, then I go to get my new phone. What kind of phone are you getting? It landed without incident and everyone was okay. That's crazy. All right, next one. 5-star wanted level on Grand Theft Auto, but on a Vespa.
Police say they attempted to pull over two men on mini bikes, but they both took off. The one in this video here drove north in the southbound lanes of the 110 at one point before turning around and heading south. CHP took over that pursuit from there. The rider eventually ran out of gas and was taken into custody. The second suspect is still on the loose.
Handsome Squidward needs to be a bitch badge now. I'm not, no, but I did add a new one. I changed the 100-bit one instead of the. So you know, for a bit I was trying to experiment with the alternate VIP look. Like the VIP badge is a white diamond with a pink background, And then I had some that were like white diamond with green background or whatever. Anyways, I replaced a couple. I added Scar, the lion from Lion King, right? Excuse me. And then I added Jafar from Aladdin. Okay, this next one, Cat Mom
Police say they attempted to
POV. Cat Mom POV. I put a camera on my cat's collar to see what a day in her life is like as a mom of 7 kittens. This was the result. One of the comments is, "Mom, I'm here." In distance, Mom. And then she's like, "Okay, I'll go to you, I guess." Wait a minute. Okay, Nim, who I don't even know if he's here right now, so maybe I should wait till he's here. He's added some emotes that I don't remember him adding, or I don't remember us talking about this, but there's Creed balls, Creed belly rubs, Creed booty, and Creed huh. Wow. Creed belly rubs. Unless I did a long time ago, but I don't remember adding those. There's some other ones I don't remember, like Indie Flirt. I love this. Little Indiana Jones flirting. And then there's an Indie Smirk. Need that. Creed's 2 balls. I'll take 2 servings of Creed booty. You're going to need a waffle cone, buddy. You're going to need a whole ass waffle cone for that. Just a cup won't do, my friend. So this next one's called Glizzy Street.
Trying out the viral hot dog cart, Glizzy Street hot dogs, started by 2 15-year-old brothers, seeing what the hype is all about.
We usually sell around 200 hot dogs.
Glizzy Street dog.
We want to make some money and do something different instead of staying at home.
Oh, this looks so good. Cooking up plump bacon wrapped dogs. These 2 entrepreneurs charge $5 a glizzy, and folks are driving from all over the country to try them.
Big wrap hot dogs. We love
Long
hot dogs.
Beach, California, yeah. Talk about the least convenient location in terms of the rest of the country getting to you.
Not the poor people came and showed us.
There's no yacht I cannot
got a chance
handle.
to hear
Noted.
a little bit more about their background story from their older brother Jay.
When they were born, they were premature. My mom passed away due to pregnancy complications.
Oh,
I never met her.
damn.
We all have to band together to raise them. You know, my dad working nonstop, me being 17 at the time. You know, my other siblings moved in
W.
from out of state to help my dad raise them. So they
Like, resolve.
from every single angle. It is a misconception that we buy prepackaged dogs. We do not. We wrap them by hand. It is a
No frozen slander will be stood here. How dare you mention frozen or prepackaged dogs?
Where we get our dogs from, but people like them. They're big, they're juicy.
Like, people come from different states just to try Glizzy. That means so much. We're so grateful.
They have a hot dog farm probably behind, and they farm to table their hot dogs.
Long lines every single day, and this is like our 2nd week. And plus, they're charging them $8 and up at LA. So there's no big wrap hot dogs around here, and we decided to sell out $5.
$5 does seem like, I wonder what their margins are, because they're adding a lot of dank-looking ingredients.
And that was a good pricing point. Serve condiments, mayonnaise, ketchup, mustard, and barbecue sauce, which is different from the rest. We also serve veggies
F
and
to T,
jalapeno on the
baby,
side.
F to
This
T.
is a girthy glizzy right here.
Girthy
Bacon wrapped for
glizzy.
a little bit of that salty crispiness too. And then we got just mountains of those sweet peppers and onions for a little bit of a sweet, pungent kind of kick as well right on top of this dog. Let's try it out. Holy I've had a lot of late night, maybe drunken hot dog runs in my life, and this is probably one of the best glizzies
They do,
I've
dude. These
ever
things
had.
look
a
good.
Thick dog, a little bit of that extra fat and saltiness, but the sweetness and that pungent taste.
Matchy somewhere like, there's not enough celery salt, tomatoes, what else? Pickles
the onions
on
is
it
just
for
bringing
me.
this whole thing together so nicely.
Teaching them boys
Take
right.
a little jalapeno intermission. Way too hot.
No,
for
that
this
is a
white
W
boy right
story.
here.
Mom died in from pregnancy complications. The kids, at least one of them, they said was born premature.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, yeah. I remember you saying that. You actually don't. But I do remember us having the detailed conversation of you explaining like some of the specifics, because some people say their dogs are Chicago style and they're not actually. And you said I think the key is the celery salt or something. All right, the next one is called Humanoid Games. Unitree's G1 wins obstacle course at the Humanoid Games. We should gamble on these. Live stream watch longs for this in Beijing. Gamba. Don't at me. Yeah, I'd hope the bacon got well crisp. I don't like floppy bacon. Uh-oh. Does he do it? Staircase. Uh-oh. Oh, the footwork. Oh. Now I wonder, okay, this is kind of trippy, right? Like, because it's having to analyze the environment, I wonder if somebody's actually on a control, like controlling it somewhere. Obviously, these people are following it, but that's not necessarily a controller. Or he does look like he has a controller behind his back. Somebody goes, I could probably qualify for this run, like as a human. Yo, this little segment reminds me of Fall Guys a little bit. The little like seesaws. Oh, now he's hauling ass. Dude, trippy. So some of the videos we've shown of robots on here, it's been them like acting up and like being goober, and we're like, okay, we still have a little bit of time before they take us over. Then you see a video like that and you're like, I don't know, it could be coming soon. All right, platypus video. Who likes platypuses?
A bit like an otter, but she lays eggs like a bird. Platypus are famous for that wonderful bill. And it's not hard like a duck's bill.
Not Perry. I vaguely remember a time like me, you, and Adlin, and y'all, I had no idea of this Perry the Platypus thing. And y'all educated me one night. And I think in particular it was about there's like, isn't there a running bit in that show? This is Phineas and Ferb, or you're talking about? Or Perry the Platypus, is that his own show? I think this is the exact conversation how we had it like a year ago. Anywho, I think in one of those, there's like a running bit, and it's like a detective platypus. He's got like his little noir, like he's Dick Tracy. I'm getting way off topic here, but...
Often rubbery, it's extremely sensitive and filled with thousands of electrical receptors.
1,000 electrical receptors.
She shuts her eyes and ears and her nostrils.
There you are, Perry. Definitely
using
Perry.
Electricity to find her prey.
What? How do you know about Perry? You put an infinite monkeys with infinite typewriters, they can write Hamlet before they come up with the concept of a platypus. Wow, that's a bar.
Her feet have webbing like a frog to propel her through the water. And she uses her tail like a beaver to steer. When she dives, she can slow her heartbeat right down, holding her breath for up to 10 minutes. She's an aquatic mammal, a bit like an otter.
I don't even remember when I would have muted myself. Thank you guys. I genuinely appreciate it. I was reading this little thing over here. Long story short, they might say it again. I'll read it again if this video doesn't wind up saying it. Thank you guys. My bad. I'm an idiot. Creature muted. Get it together, scrub. Banned. Mute. Muted. Hello. Muted. Like the Pokemon Mew. Muted. Not Leafy just redeemed anything to make noise? Did he do it on purpose? I'm so confused. What? Oh, and you did a sound. You did Charlie, It's Always Sunny? But yeah, muted. Oh, Cloud, that's a great idea. A great idea, dude. And you used B-roll, which I love. The fact that you know that terminology, one of my people. You got like little sardines. Sardini weenies. Oh, look at that. She's bae. Oh, he's cut up a little bit. The birds be gawking back, you know what I mean? Oh, that's a stunning picture. Kind of looks like Speedy a little bit. Doesn't look like Speedy. Mohawk. Gorgeous little purple and like pearlescent vibe. Beak looks like it's gonna break apart. It looks like a moldy Q-tip. Okay, so this said, for decades, Middleton Island was little more than a forgotten outpost, a flat sliver of land battered by the restless winds and waters of the Gulf of Alaska. In the late 1950s, the United States Air Force built a radar station on the remote island to scan the skies for Soviet bombers during the Cold War. The facility was shuttered, Shutter Island, just 7 years later. Its squat buildings and still towers left to rust. Today, the qualities that made Middleton perfect for military surveillance, isolation, bird's eye views, and the absence of human distraction have made it ideal for a new kind of outpost. Amid the dilapidated Air Force structures, small crews of scientists arrive by air taxi to turn this ghostly military complex into a frontline research station for seabird science. Where radar once scanned the skies, cameras now monitor nests. Where airmen once stood guard, researchers peer through observation ports, studying the delicate interplay between ocean life and climate, using birds as a window into the health of the sea. This is pretty cool. Getting Uno Glizzy? Okay, next one. Wallet found 11 years later. Like, do you even need it at that point?
Night lost, then found, thanks to the kindness of a stranger. Tonight in Lake Crystal, Minnesota, southwest of Minneapolis, an unbelievable find and incredible act of kindness. Mechanic Chad Volk was hard at work doing repairs on a 2015 Ford SUV, 151,000 miles on it, when he discovered a piece of its past under the hood.
So I went to set the air cleaner in it, and it wouldn't snap down in the place where it's supposed to be.
Stuck in the engine, an old wallet.
The wallet was sitting on a little ledge.
Then came the search for its owner. A clue inside the wallet, a Ford employee
Richard
ID card.
Guileford.
Got on Facebook and started.
Was that
scrolling
Queso?
through Facebook to try to find the owner. And lo and behold, I found Richard.
Chad found Richard Guilford.
Not Queso.
11 years ago, Richard working on the Ford assembly line in Wayne, Michigan, building that SUV. One day at work, he lost his wallet, a Christmas gift from his family.
We looked for it. We looked the next day for it. Nobody could find it.
He figured it was long gone until Chad reached out.
He said, "Did you lose your wallet years ago? If so, I found it in an engine bay of a car."
Now that's wicked.
I said,
it falls in, it's in like an engine block, it goes down the assembly line, boom, out to a dealer. You come back the next day and work, that car's long gone. That thing's probably in Seoul, South Korea or something the next day. Then 11 years later, mechanic just do. What's this? That's wicked.
"Yes, I did." I said, "Would you be willing to send that to me?"
Chad, happy to
That one guy goes, "Well, it's in Minnesota."
help.
As one of the replies back.
Hot that transmission got.
That's how hot that transmission got.
Was
Wicked.
that wallet. It spent 11
Surprised it
years
didn't catch
riding
on
around in
fire.
that car.
Tonight, Richard, grateful.
It restores your faith in humanity that people will say, "Hey, you lost this. I found this. I'm going to get it back to you."
Now, I love the optimism. I'm not sure this act does all that. Now, if his wallet had like X amount of money plus, and he was doing it like, and there's other elements, or he had, but it's like he was just like, "Hey, Facebook DM, okay, mail it to you." Again, super dope. Love this. It's Newsday. We like these wholesome stories, but. And again, love the optimism. I don't know if that's alone enough to fully restore.
And a good reminder to check under that
But when
hood.
you combine it with
Finally,
the guys
tonight,
who
lost.
kicked in the door to save the dog from the burning building and other things, yeah.
Then found, thanks to the kindness of a
Oh,
stranger.
a tentacle? Yes, please. Hold on,
Tonight
sorry.
in Lake Crystal, Minnesota, southwest of Minneapolis.
Okay,
an
next one,
unbelievable
Tomato
find
Festival
and incredible
in
act of
Spain.
kindness. Mechanic.
Thousands of people have taken to the streets of Banyol, oh, that's tough. Banyol Spain for the annual La Tomatina Food Festival. It's the festival's 80th anniversary, with 120 tons of tomatoes being thrown by crowds from across the globe. The tradition started in 1945, 80 years ago, after a fight broke out between two groups of teenage boys during a parade in the town. The event The event officially begins after a hamon, sitting atop a greased pole is retrieved by a participant. Wicked. Food waste is not a problem, though, as the tomatoes used as ammunition are not fit for consumption by humans. But we can throw it at you. Don't get it in your mouth. Ooh, that's a lot of juice, dude. It's like they're in a tomato paste vat. Ooh, somebody needs to buy some new balls. Someone needs to buy some new balls. Look how much, dude, just mushy town. Oh, no, okay, now... dude, if you're point blank pegging me with a tomato, I might throw more than just a tomato. I'm just saying, like, we got to get a little distance and maybe make it like a little dodgeball kind of game. But this dude looks like he's going point blank temple. Ooh, little smushy smush. Ugh. That reminds me of Kevin from The Office when he spills his chili. Dude, they are in it. So, Becca in the community recently, the dog got like sprayed by a skunk or something. And if anyone's had that happen to him, you know how terrible it smells. And you have to like, one of the things they recommend is bathing yourself in like tomato paste or something. This would have been convenient for people getting skunked. All right, that was cool. This next one. Flight Hero, a great dude. A couple weeks ago, this is a follow-up. We showed the guy who was... There's basically a drunkard on a plane. I mean, just talking shit, yelling. Like, the dude, everyone's like, God, this guy. And then eventually he starts, like, that guy gets up. And eventually... And the drunk guy is the guy on the right. And then the dude on the left basically little boyed him and went and just, like, grabbed him, big broed him into the seat and held him down until air marshals can secure the drunkard. LA man who helped corral unruly passenger on Breeze Airlines flight, already known for keeping the peace.
He literally picked this man
See, look
up
at him.
underneath his armpits and put him down.
This cell phone video of law enforcement escorting a man off a plane in cuffs went viral. Breeze Airways said he appeared drunk and repeatedly attacked flyers and the crew. Passengers told us it was this man who put him in his place.
I'm seating. I don't care how drunk I am. I'm sitting down.
What's up, Rodrigo? Rayshawn Riley is a school security guard who happened to be on Wednesday's flight
Rayshawn
from Norfolk
Riley
to Los Angeles. The U.S. Attorney's Office maintains the ruckus started with 47-year-old David Carver Jr. making sexual comments and racial slurs.
And my son is sitting right across. There's another couple right in front of me with their toddler baby.
The criminal complaint now filed against Carver maintains the crew had detained him twice with zip ties, but he broke them. Riley said he
Katie,
focused on
would
the
you?
man when the pilot announced they were
I knew
diverting
what
to
you meant.
Colorado and alcohol was no longer being served.
That ticked him off, so he just...
Of course, he gets drunk and then it escalates because he gets pissed. He gets told no more booze.
Took all this trash that he accumulated from the prior 3 hours on the flight, threw it down the aisle. And I said, oh man, this guy's finna be a big problem.
Riley says the man then took something out of his mouth and threw it before hitting the flight attendant's hands. That's when he says she asked for someone to help.
We 30,000 feet in the air. Ain't no telling what he was gonna do.
Yeah, that's the thing, dude. Come on, time and place. Especially this year of all years with all of the stuff that has happened with planes. Like, why are you making it any sketchier, brother? We're 30,000 feet in the air.
And all 6 feet 6 inches of
That's
Riley.
all. I mean, only 6 foot 6 inches.
I had no idea I had him off his feet until I actually saw that.
You
The principal
little boyed
says
him, and he
Riley's
deserved
long
it.
been this school's
Gentle giant. I love
gentle
that.
giant.
I thought that sounds like something Mr. Riley would do to ensure everyone's safety. He's calm and he's level-headed, but once he sees that he needs to act, he's proactive.
Riley says he didn't do anything special. In fact, his buddies gave him a tough time.
They told me, man, you should have been got up. And I'm, 'cause I know my strength, I know my size. And I said, let me see if he could settle himself down, which he clearly didn't.
But here at Perry Middle,
It's good that Mr.
Another Perry the
Riley
platypus.
picked him up and put him in his seat because that's what he's supposed
Oh, dude, you know the students were gassing him up that next week when that went viral.
to do.
he's getting nothing but praise.
Yes,
and
I
gaps.
love that.
He's
That's so
always
dope.
dabbing me up, back and forth. I always say, what's up?
Justin
Bro,
Sanchez has been a
aura.
fan since Mr. Riley gave him the right advice. He got in a
I
little
love
trouble.
this.
I went home, told my mom the truth, and she said, just don't do it again. From that time forward, I listened to Mr. Riley.
Mr.
I
Riley's
don't blame you,
size
bud.
definitely commands respect. Students say he can be tough.
He makes sure people are going to this classroom and not in the halls.
But it's the size of his heart that really matters with these kids.
They like to call him Shaq anyway, so now he's definitely Shaq, right? He's our hero here.
That's dope. I love that he's getting aura with the lads and lasses. Okay, we're on our last couple. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 more left on this glorious Newsday. This next one, wet wipes on riverbanks. That kind of sounds like an album title.
Along the River Thames, it's supposed to be the beautiful heartbeat of London, right through the center of the city. Instead, look at this. If I take my shovel right here on the river,
400,000 pounds of wet wipes?
that is a wet wipe. And it's not just this one. There are thousands of wet wipes here along the River Thames. This is Wet Wipe Island.
They
And it's
don't
estimated to
break
be about
down, I think. That's a big
400,000
problem.
pounds of wet wipes. That's like 15 double-decker buses in places. This thing is so deep. It has 3 feet of wet wipes. It's not just disgusting, it's not just gross, it's also really dangerous because many wet wipes have plastic in them. So right now, this island could be leaching things like microplastics into the local river and into the environment. Volunteers have been
Don't
working for
flush.
about a decade to clean
Lesson,
this up.
let it be known, if nothing else, don't flush your wet wipes in your toilet or down your sink or whatever. Because if nothing else, even if you're like, I don't care about the planet, well, then care about your plumbing bill and your septic tank needing to be changed and things like that.
Now, the City of London's gotten involved. Look what's happening right now. This is a first-of-its-kind project. They're using these huge excavators to dredge up the riverbed. This new method called
Rake and shake.
where they rake up the riverbed, they shake
Oh,
it.
this is the timeline we're in. We're no longer sifting for gold in a river. We're sifting wet wipes out of our mud bank, our river
And what you
banks.
see left behind, that is just
Yeah, I was okay. The sink, who would do that? Hopefully, no one would do that. But I was just thinking of pipes and tunnels or tubes and holes and tubes and pipes and stuff.
wet wipes. They made sure all the sediment has gone back into the riverbed. This is incredibly important because wet wipes are a huge problem, not just here in London, but globally. America has dealt with so many things. You probably have heard of fatbergs before.
You've probably heard of fatbergs before. I'm sorry, ma'am. I can't say that I have, but I'm learning now. Hold on, fatbergs in sewers. Oh, we have some follow-ups. Okay, we got a couple more Newsdays and then a few
They're clogging our
follow-ups.
sewer systems. They're causing environmental havoc in our riverbeds. Advocates say they want to get rid of plastics and wet wipes. Also, probably the biggest takeaway from this story, do not flush wet wipes down the toilet because most likely
Newsday! I knew that would be the takeaway.
they're going to end up in a local riverbed near you.
That one made me feel good. Okay, next one. Funny server slash like waiter prank. You got to peep this. This is cheeky. I did see all of this one. This is one of the few, like this one and the Octopus. Thanks for the help are the two that I watched all the way through prior to showing. Oh. She's got a little string. Yeah, that's the one worry though about a prank like this is that like somebody in there like trying to say that might spill their like actually then spill a drink or worse like knock over a table. Oh, that had them all jumped. Oh, dude, it's universal. Oh, Glenny Balls. Anyone y'all know familiar with Glenny Balls? I think that's him. Oh, see what I mean? He fully wiped out because of the prank. Maya. Wait, what's up with this? Like, I want to eat with these guys. You got 3 of them with ponchos on, and then this dude. Wow, she's did this for a while. Okay, we have 3 more, or 2 more. This next one is called the, if you're from New York or around New York, you might be familiar with the Ravenswood power plant in Queens. I thought this was interesting.
20% of all New York City's power is generated here at Ravenswood Generating
Also,
Station.
I should have done this literally at least an hour and a half ago, if not closer to 4 hours ago, but I should have done a Instagram and Twitch story, so I'm gonna do that right now. Don't make fun of me. I don't like taking selfies of myself
Ravenswood
either.
is the largest single power generating complex in New York City. New York City couldn't keep its lights on without the Ravenswood facility. Ravenswood consists of 4 principal generating units. Units 10 and 20 are a matched pair of 400 megawatt units that were built in 1962 and 1963. Unit 30 is a 1,000 megawatt unit that was built in 1965. And Unit 40 is a 250 megawatt unit that was built in 2004. We're about to go into the turbine deck for the 1960s vintage units. Come on, let's take a look.
This is way bigger than I imagined.
So Ravenswood is sometimes referred to as Big Alice, and that's in reference to this unit, what is officially called Ravenswood Unit 30. When it was built in the 1960s, this was the first ever single 1,000 megawatt.
Okay, that's kind of cool. The first ever 1,000 megawatt unit
ever built anywhere
and
in
it's
the
still
world.
running.
And it's one of the few units of its size that's still in operation today. If you look over here, what you'll see is a roughly 22-story boiler turning these wheels.
I'm just blown away by this. This is really something I never even anticipated seeing, how power is generated in our great city of New York.
We're at the very top of the boiler house now.
Super hot in over here.
Actually be a 20 to 30 degree Fahrenheit difference between the bottom and the top because heat rises. Watch your step.
It's truly remarkable to see all the hard work that goes into even just giving us New Yorkers power. So we can put on our ACs, so we can use our computers, so we can charge our phones, so we can do basically everything necessary for daily life.
Best views in Manhattan in the city.
That's awesome.
As of May of 2023, we shut down about 500 megawatts of 1960s, 1970s vintage peaking
It's kind of wicked that that's probably the case all over the world, where there's a lot of places like this that are powering huge populations of people, huge cities, metropolises, and and they're still using machinery and stuff that's at least 50 years old.
Plans for the site include repurposing this 7.5 acres as an area that can connect new renewables developed upstate or offshore as a means of bringing thousands.
Okay, we're almost done. We posted
clean
these.
energy
It's again
generated
so late,
elsewhere
but
into the
YOLO.
site. This reminds me why we do what we do. New York City is an essential city for the world. It's 5% of the entire U.S. economy. It's absolutely vital that New York City has reliable, secure, just, affordable power. And Ravenswood is a critical part of doing that. And so whenever I come up
Did
here,
it
I
say
think about
New York
the
City
city and the
itself
people
is
that we're
5%
serving
of our entire
and
GDP?
keeping the lights on.
Let me know, would you like more inside tours of places like these? Stay curious, my friends.
Okay, and this is the final one. We do have a couple follow-ups, like Fatbergs, but this last one, leopard shows empathy towards baby monkey. Power plant is even bigger? Probably. Especially because that's probably one of, obviously, well, in both cases, it's one of many, but I think there's another one that's not on, so that one's in Queens, so it'll be across the river. I think there's one up in Harlem-ish, like northeast of the Manhattan Island. That would have been their basically their two. You know what I mean? Like Like they would have built the first one and it would have been sufficient. And then as New York continued to expand, they would have needed to build another one. Whereas with Los Angeles, they probably were able to go ahead and like pre-plan a little bit better. Yo, that does not look like a baby monkey. That, I don't know what that looks like, a giant leech or something. It says it's a baby monkey. I thought it was like a scorpion or something.
Perhaps.
Yo, easy.
When she lifts the baby in much the same way as she was carried as a cub. Something.
Oh, look at the monkey, it's so cute.
More maternal.
Oh my god.
Compassionate.
Oh, careful, dude. He
ignites in
just
her.
gave it a concussion. Oh, I think it's eating some of those ticks that I showed earlier off of it. If someone goes, first of all, I thought that was a giant tarantula. I don't blame you. It is, yeah, that's so the title of my thing was just Leopard shows empathy towards it. It carefully tends to a baby monkey, displaying a rare act of compassion in the wild. You'd have to think, not to be cynical, but there has to be an element of that this leopard probably had eaten recently. Right? And so it was like or the baby monkey didn't. Was like, this got no meat on its bones. I don't want this. That's very sweet. Super cute. Thing's got elf ears.
As the baby reaches out for the comfort of her fur.
Oh, that's super cute. Okay, so that's all of my planned Newsday ones. What we are going to do here is pivot to a couple follow-ups on things that we thought were interesting while watching it. So let me do this. Let me move a couple things around real quick if you don't mind. Leia, excuse me. Okay, so these are Fatbergs. When we were watching the wet wipe story, we had Fatbergs. They mentioned.
Looks like a sewer, smells like a sewer.
Must be a sewer, I guess.
That's because it is a sewer. Back in the early 19th century.
Oh, God.
I'm sweating bullets.
Stink. Oh, my
Ugh.
God. That is horrendous. Is this white stuff just fat?
This is pure fat that's solidified with other material. It's come from all over London, and it congeals here because it's...
Okay, this is not Newsday. I wanted to know more about Fatbergs. A little crazy. Okay, we wanted to... This kind of got cut off earlier, so...
Started climbing, but
all right, we saw this.
3 years ago.
Saw this.
Last year, they made it within 1,000 feet before having to turn back.
Yeah, for real. I'm sorry about that. That was way gross. I just want to know what a
One
Fatberg
year
was.
later, father and son back at it. A
But
documentary.
it's an iceberg. Oh, I've already realized. I don't know if they said that. I wasn't fully paying attention, but it's an iceberg like structure of fat that's solidified in the sewer. That's so
following
gross.
with a drone, climbing the mountain at sunrise, through the snow with a professional climbing
Oh, yeah, I
crew,
had that
helping
pulled
them
up.
ascend the difficult, dangerous terrain up nearly 15,000 feet. And this is the moment Sam holding the American
that's such a sick shot, dude. This documentary crew popped off.
flag makes it to the top.
Oh, USA, USA.
That's the summit. Congratulations.
We're at the top of Matterhorn, dude.
Tonight, Sam is now the youngest.
So, like, okay, if you're here in different directions, you have Switzerland, Luxembourg, Germany, Italy, Switzerland, Luxembourg, Germany, Italy, Austria, and maybe Liechtenstein.
American ever to summit the Matterhorn. And right here tonight,
Hey, David.
Oh, it's so
Sam
accidentally.
and Dad Joe back at base camp telling us they got a little sunburn, but they got a world record too.
I'm hoping
Dude,
that
these drone
my
shots are
story
remarkable.
inspires fathers and sons
Okay,
to...
who's familiar enough with the like putting links on like stories? Do you have to type in the HTTPS like this whole nonsense, the HTTPS, or can you just do the Twitch.tv?
Get out.
If anyone knows. If you don't know, no worries.
Seems impossible.
Making us proud, Sam.
Boom. Okay, of course it's not letting me save that. So that was one of the follow-ups. Bob. Is there a longer version? Because that one didn't show the whole thing. Oh, maybe this does. I don't like the New York Post, though. Urgh. Okay, we saw this.
Thrown into the yard of his home. Security cameras show the dog barking as somebody dropped the explosive device into the yard, then ran off. The dog's owner says his actions saved his family from tragedy. Federal authorities in Peru are now investigating.
Wow.
Yeah, that's some dog.
Dogs must be built differently in Peru. My dog won't do that.
No, we all need a dog like that.
Yeah, I still don't. How did he?
What
did he do? Did they eventually get the attention of the homeowners and then they like threw it back over the wall, or they tossed it? Like, that's what I'm confused on. Did he eventually pee on it? Because my confusion is that must have had it must have had a long what are they called? Fuse. Because that thing took forever to blow up. Not that I wanted it to blow up. Glad it had a long fuse. Let it be known, but wicked. Okay, we figured it out.
அணைத்ததால் ஒரு குடும்பமே உயிர் தப்பிய நிகழ்வு இணையத்தில் பேசு பொருளாகியுள்ளது. பத்திரிகையாளர் ஒருவரின்
I'm not sure what's being said right now.
வெடிபொருள் வீசியுள்ளனர்.
This is Malaysia, so they're speaking Malay. Dog, heroic dog. Okay, this is. I'm just gonna use the New York Post. It's the longest one. Please give us an answer. We also, at the very beginning of the Newsday, we wanted to do the one that's who let the dogs out, but the link was disabled, so I wanted to try to re-find it. Most of these are ones we've already done. This one I've been waiting to show on stream. I guess I'll do it now. I wanted to wait till Ben was in here, but then I always forget when Ben's here. One piece flag becomes symbol of defiance in Indonesia. Ooh. The Jolly Roger black flags bearing a skull with a straw hat have appeared across Indonesia along doorways, on the backs of cars, and painted on walls. The series has a large and dedicated fan base in Indonesia where Japanese anime is well loved. For many, the flags are a response to Indonesian leader's call for Indonesians to fly their national red and white flag ahead of the country's Independence Day. There is a wow, that kind of was a random theme. That was kind of a random theme, is like the Independence Days and flags. There is a coordinated attempt to divide the nation. Even though this country is officially independent, many of us have not truly experienced that freedom in our daily lives. Oh, so that was one thing I wanted to show. I just randomly scrolled by it. Yeah, I guess I'll have to find the who let the dogs one out data. A lot of these are the ones we did last Newsday, like this bear, this like literally the mother of all bears, enormous grizzly, huge. Look how big that thing is. I mean, incredible. What a specimen. What a specimen indeed. Okay, that's I can't find the dogs out one. So that is Newsday, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I'm not done streaming. I am going to take another quick break. Let me get a quick little break. Newsday. There was a couple in there that were gems. Hold on. Skirt. Boom. Like the again, this is one of those, I didn't mark this as one that I thought would be a highlight, but I ended up really liking the skateboard journey across America one. PUDGE the cat's always cute. Mom detectives. And then maybe the most wicked one is in a way the wallet found 11 years later just seems trippy. The Colorado boy climbing the Alps, super dope. Okay,